I'm doing my best Keith impression today. Keith is my biker buddy, and he's given me lots of great advice. First of all, please keep the wind from blowing on my AirPods. Perfect. Best thing I've done. Rear view mirror attached to my glasses. My road bike has a mirror on my handlebars, and I like it better than this. But this bike, the touring bike I'm setting up, the handlebars are straight, and the mirror that's on them is just not good, because you wind up having to look you have to look way down and kind of behind you to look in the mirror, and that's not good. I want to keep my head up, and this works pretty well. I don't quite have it adjusted right yet, so I'll get that figured out. And then today's ride was to Shakedown. You know, we put this seat on it, and I did not have it adjusted right, so I tilted it a little forward because that was bugging me. The handlebars did fine. It was an hour-long ride. My hands, I think I would rather have some loop bars, but for now this will work. The big thing I was testing today was the new Ortlieb bag, so I put that on today, and it just kind of opens up and keeps all the stuff, and then this pops off. It locks on and then it pops off. So if I pull up in town, you know, I can pull it off and take it in wherever I'm going to be and leave everything else on the bike. And then I was also trying out my new shorts. So I'm doing mountain bike shorts. They've got padding in them, but they're not tight, so I can look normal when I'm walking around town. I mean, this looks completely normal. So I'll take all this off, obviously. But other than that, it looks kind of like regular shorts. So I got my brand new college graduate. He's home. And I needed my bike to be put together, and he put it together for me. How much you gonna charge me? 200 seems like a lot. That's college graduate level. He said I had to buy him a beer at dinner tonight. All right, should be done. Oh, I got to cut that cable, and then it's off to the races. We'll ride it. I'll ride it tomorrow. Break it in. So I'm out today. I finally finished my bike build, where I converted my wife's old Specialized mountain bike into kind of my road bike that I'm going to use for bikepacking trips. So now I'm not doing off-road. I'm doing mainly asphalt and maybe some gravel. And I've tried this before. It did not work well. I was using a full-blown mountain bike going off on dirt trails. And one, I was not physically ready to do that, and two, I had the entire wrong setup. So I've been working on this bike for a pretty good while, and I've probably sunk more money into it than the bike is worth times 3. I did not buy like top of the line stuff, but I got basically the same thing from China. Now today I do not have my pannier bags on, because I'm just literally on my very first ride with it, doing a shakedown of everything. And it's working great. So I'll run you through everything that I've done. So on the front, I did spend a little money on this bag. This is an Ortlieb bag, and it's pretty nice. I mean, it's where I'm gonna keep all my stuff. Yeah, I don't have much in it today, but it has a key, and you can pop it off and take it in with you. So if I'm out on the road and I've got my phone and everything, and I wanna keep that with me, I can leave the bike outside and keep all my stuff that's, you know, money, keys, wallet, phone, camera, everything that I've got. It can go in with me where I'm stopping to get lunch or something. And then I put some just Planet Bike rubber plastic fenders on front and back, and those have been great and not too heavy. And then I put this rack on the front, which mainly is here for mounting the front pannier. So it'll do here, it attaches up here in 2 spots and down here below. So you can kind of see that. And then I switched the mountain bike tires out. I kept the same rims. I mean, this is all 30, 40 years old. So I switched the brand of tire I'm using and the type of tire. You know, it's just more of a hybrid. It's a touring tire, and it should make less flats, and it's very comfortable to ride on, way more comfortable than what I was riding on before. And then I've got a phone mount that I bought for my son. And then I tried the mirror on the glasses that kind of gives you a rear view mirror. And I didn't really like it because it was heavy and it made my glasses kind of come down as I rode. So I've always had this little rear view mirror on the bike handlebars, and I don't really like it as much, but I like it more than riding with the heavy mirror on my glasses. And then on the back, I kept all the drivetrain the same. So it's got 3 on the front and I don't know how many on the back, but it's basically like a 20-something speed bike, which I can get down in granny gear. I've been doing a lot of zone 2 rides. So I can get down in granny gear going straight up the side of a mountain and basically keep my heart rate down. And basically, I think I can ride all day if I stay in zone 2. The only other thing I did on the back is I put on the same, another type of rack, but same principle. The pannier attaches to the top and the bottom, so to keep everything real rigid. And then I've got this strap that I'll probably keep my tent. I have a ultralight tent, and I'll probably just lay it here and strap it down and any other things I want. And then the same thing here, I changed out the back tire and put a rear fender on it. And the only other thing I did is I changed out the brake pads. My brakes were completely shot on the old bike, and I've still got some adjusting to do on those, but they're much quieter, much nicer. So far, I'm halfway into this ride. I'm about an hour into this ride today, and it's the first time I've ever been on it with all this stuff on it, and it's working perfectly. It's very comfortable. So this weekend, I may go on a much longer ride. I may put the pannier bags on it and put some weights in them just to get used to riding with those, with weights, with some kind of weight in them, and actually try to do a real live ride. And I'll probably just do a greenway here in Nashville. And then the plan is to do a Natchez Trace ride, which is probably when you'll see this, is when I do my Natchez Trace ride, or I'm getting ready to. And I won't do the whole Natchez Trace. We'll probably just do an overnight where I ride down from Nashville to a place. There's a campsite, the first one that I want to hit, stay there, and then ride back the next day. And then eventually I may do the whole Natchez Trace. That's definitely a goal. I'm just taking baby steps. I'm getting the bike ready, testing the bike out, go on an overnight trip, test everything out, and then maybe do a multi-night trip after that. Totally happy. The best thing is I get to use the old bike. I really liked riding this bike. It's comfortable anyway. I think the old steel frames or whatever they are I think they're just more fun to ride long distances. So, fun. I forgot to mention the pedals. I agonized over the pedal decision for a while as well. So this mountain bike was old. It had plastic, just flat pedals on it that were plastic. And I researched putting just metal flats on it, and I decided I didn't want to do that. And then I researched putting on clip-in pedals with where you'd wear the clip-in shoes and all that. And I've never really done that. Even on my road bike, I don't do that. I usually just wear my regular shoes. So like today I'm wearing, I just wear some flat Adidas. And on my road bike, I wound up using these pedals. So they're metal, but they have this little cage on them. So I can get in and out of them pretty easily. And I mean, I'm not clipped in, so I know I lose some performance from that, but honestly, I also don't have to wear bike shoes. And that's part of the deal is when if I roll into a town and I'm gonna stop and get lunch, I actually want to take my helmet off and probably look like a normal person, which is hard for me anyway. But if I'm wearing, I wear mountain bike shorts, and then I wear my regular shoes, and I can look semi-normal versus wearing, tight padded pants and clicky clip-in shoes, or I'm clicking around the restaurant or store that I'm in. So, I mean, the goal is just to kind of be normal, blend in. So that's why I went with those pedals. And honestly, I love them. I've had them on my road bike for years, and I don't feel like I'm missing anything from having them that way. And I definitely feel that way on this bike because they're the perfect pedal for this setup that I have, I feel like. So today I'm going to test out the panniers. So I've added those onto the back. There's one on each side, and then I've got them on the front as well. And I just bought Rock Bros. They seem to be fine. They're waterproof, and they'll probably wear out quicker than some of the nicer ones. Maybe, I don't know. So I put those on the bike, and then I'm gonna load a 5-pound barbell weight into each bag, so that'll be 20 extra pounds plus the bags plus all the other equipment. I think full tilt, my ultralight backpack stuff, tent, sleeping bag, everything, runs about 32 pounds, including the backpack that it goes in. So 20 pounds in these bags is pretty close to what I would be doing. So this is kind of the first test of the actual bags, and it's about 80 degrees in Tennessee today. I have to run an errand across town, so this will be a couple of hours probably, with 20 pounds of weight and a decently hilly ride. So I'm just gonna go zone 2 and go on a ride, see what happens. Oh, that's heavy.
Do you want to take some of them out?
No.
Is your stuff going to weigh that much?
If I die, will you come pick me up?
No.
I may need help.
Well, I'm asking you if you're going to take some of the weights out.
No.
Well, this is your last chance.
Nope.
Then
Heavy.
there's no way you're going to be back by 5:30.
That's heavy.
And then you'll have to take a shower.
All right. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna ride. I want you to just.
Is that enough water?
I don't know. Now I'm just gonna ride by. I want you to film me as I ride by.
All right, you can refill that at the office, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to do a simulated. Ooh, this is called a fake ride, and Emily's gonna film me. You ready?
Yeah.
And when I go by, just pan towards me. You ready? I'll be
Where-
back in a second.
Are you going around the whole entire house?
What do you think? Huh? What do you think? What do you think? Listen to those brakes.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Who fixed the brakes?
I did. I ordered them.
Oh, so there's new brakes.
Yeah.
But when I was asking for new brakes, you and Max
You
said
don't get anything. I
there's
only get the
nothing
good
wrong
stuff.
with the brakes.
All right. I'm out of here.
All right, he's already back
Made it about half a mile up the road and my seat came loose.
from his big butt.
Yeah. Too much weight.
All right.
So I had to come back and get my wrench. This is why you do a shakedown ride.
I'm gonna shake something in a minute if you don't get going.
I don't have tubes, so if I have a flat tire, you're going to come get me.
Okay.
I'll also be very upset if I have a flat tire.
I
On
know.
my first ride.
Bye. There goes my baby. He's growing up so fast. Hello. He's been on a long bike ride.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids scream.